A sharp, and C sharp. So let's go ahead and give that a try real quick. We'll do the same fingering. All right. So definitely dealing with some pretty interesting sounding chords. But what I like about this is now I come from kind of a classical background, so I'm expecting to see these to just be, common chords like D sharp or, whatever. So the fact that we kind of have these, little bit different chords, it kind of makes it really helps our sight reading ability, and it makes it go quicker. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go through each of these patterns, and then we're going to start getting the right hand in. And then, as you can see, once we get through this little treacherous waters, then it gets a little bit easier as we go back to what we all know. So let's try that, all those patterns up to the C sharp. I'm going to do it a little slower. All right, cool. So that's that. Those are those patterns. Again, a little bit, this was probably not a very good piece to start on, so I apologize, and I hope that, next time we do this, it's going to be a piece that's got way less sharps and naturals, because honestly, this is just a little, I forgot that it was much, because, I looked at this first page, and I thought, all right, this looks cool, but then I realized that the second page starts to get a little more devious. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the right hand. So we have that same pattern, the 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have A sharp, B natural, A sharp. And so then, I don't know if a lot of you know this, but if you look at measure 25, and if you see this little X next to that note G, what it calls for is a double sharp. So instead of playing a G sharp, it wants a G double sharp, otherwise known as an A. So they want you to do, which, now that we kind of have the full melody going on, kind of will probably sound a little bit better when we have the left hand going on. So let's go ahead and just play the right hand all the way up to measure 26. And for those of you who don't know, that note is an E sharp followed by D sharp, A sharp, G sharp. So let's try that, and I'll count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there we go. 2, 3, 4. My counting was messing me up. So what I'm going to do now is really, really slowly, probably the slowest I'm going to play all day, is I'm going to put the left hand and the right hand together. So follow along if you'd like, and any advice for someone who's trying to learn this is just make sure you know your notes, keep your fingering, and play this really, really freaking slow. Like so slow that it's painful, because it'll be painful, but then it'll get better. So here we go. I'm going to start here at the top of the page and go all the way down to where that crescendo marking is. So to measure 27 or so. All right. So again, that was a little confusing. So I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to go ahead and start from the the pickup to measure 23, which means those two notes, the B and C sharp. All right. So that's kind of the halfway point. So what we're going to do now, and I'm just going to do a quick little, what's ahead, is we're going to work on the kind of last 3 patterns here. I guess we're going to call that the B sharp pattern, then the B natural pattern, then the D natural pattern, and then I'm going to do the right hand, going to put it all together and try to play the whole damn thing. All right. So first of all, it looks like we're going to have the same pattern. We're going to have B sharp or C natural, G sharp, B sharp, then we're going to have D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, B sharp, or A. So we're going to do the same 5, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1 fingering. So 5 on B sharp, 2 on G sharp, 1 on B sharp. And then we're going to cross over. This is going to be a little tricky. 4th finger on D sharp, 3rd finger on F sharp, 2nd finger on G sharp, and 1st finger on B sharp. So let's put that together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 5, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that one more time. So at first, it was kind of difficult and a little confusing. But once you kind of play through it a couple of times, your fingers will really kind of get used to it. So let's try that. We're going to do that one more time. All right, and then we're going to move on. So our next little pattern or whatever starts on measure 29. We're going to do the notes B, F sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, and then here's where it gets tricky, is we're going to play the notes C sharp and E sharp at the same time. So let's kind of take a look at this. So we're going to start off with the same 5, 2, 1. 5th finger on B, 2nd finger on F sharp, 1st finger on B. So then now what we're going to do is we're going to try to do 4th finger on C sharp, 3rd finger on D sharp, 1st finger on F sharp, and then we're going to play, and then here's where it gets tricky. Using our 4th finger, we're going to play that C sharp, and using our 2nd finger, we're going to play that E sharp. I wish I could show you my fingering, guys. Again, I'm really sorry. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 5, 2, 1, 4, 3, 1, 2, 4. So it's kind of like we're skipping that. One more time. 5, 2, 1, 4, 3, 1, 2, and 4. All right, cool. God, that is a lot to say. I need a drink of water. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from that B sharp pattern then to the B pattern. And then here's the cool thing. We only have one new thing left to learn in the left hand. That's measure 30. So let's go ahead and try measure 28 to 29. One more time. 5, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 2, 1, 4, 3, 1, 2, and 4. All right. Cool shit. So here we go. Last pattern. We're going to have the notes D, A, D, E, F sharp, A, and then we're going to do the notes. We're going to do the notes E sharp and G sharp. So we're going to do the same fingering. We're going to do 5th finger on D, 2nd finger on A, 1st finger on D, 4th finger on E, 3rd finger on F sharp, 1st finger on A natural, and then we're going to do our, there we go. And then we're going to do our 2nd finger on the G sharp and our 4th finger on the D. All right. So same fingering, the 5, 2, 1, 4, 3, 1, 2, and 4. It's just now we have all those accidentals. So let's do that one more time. D, A, D, E, F sharp, A, E, and G sharp. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from measure 29 and go into there. we're back home. All right. So, for everyone who's been watching, we have officially, in a way, completed the whole left hand. Whoop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here at the top of the page from measure 23, and then I'm going to go all the way down till we get to measure 31, or the F sharp pattern. So here we go. If you'd like to follow along, go ahead, and then we're going to work on the remaining right hand parts, and we're going to be done. Sorry. All right, cool. So that's the left hand. Again, that was probably a little bit fast because I don't know if you noticed, but I did have a small hiccup here in the measure 25 just because I'm so used to having the same kind of pattern that D natural to A sharp threw me off. So let's go here. Starting at measure 27, we have the note G sharp. We're going to hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do F sharp, E sharp to G sharp, or sorry, to D sharp. Hold that for 3 counts, and then we're going to go to E sharp. So let's try that from the stop of 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, a little bit easier to have the right hand doing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the last couple notes. We're going to do F sharp as octaves, hold it for 3 counts, and then we're going to do G sharp as an octave. Then we're going to do A natural, then we're going to do B natural, and then finally we're going to end it on C sharp. Kind of a big, grand gesture. So starting from measure 28, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the right hand by itself starting at measure 23 with the little pickup. And then I'm going to do the right hand and left hand together of the entire second page. And then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to play the entire piece. And yeah, here we go. Right hand, the whole thing. Well, second page. All right. And there we go. That's the right hand. Because technically, the remaining is just the left hand. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and play the left hand and right hand together. I'm just going to start on 21, and I'm going to play it really slowly. So you can follow along if you want, and then we're going to try the whole piece. Here we go. All right, there it is, and that's kind of how you do that. I'm going to play that one more time for you. Going to try to do it a little bit faster, and then we're going to try to do the whole piece and see if this works. Here we go.